Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? We've got our own car currently stuck in a garage and we're earning a little bit of extra cash. We've got $3.5 grand at the moment. I'm thinking that we could probably do with getting a little bit more. Now we have a story mode job that we can do with a car that smells like mushrooms, and a couple of you said that you'd like me to try and do that one, so I am going to try to do that one this week. But there was another barn that came up and I've been told that it is possible to make money by buying the bits that you find in the barn. This will cost $100. $100 just to go to the barn. Okay. I'm hoping that this is worth it. I'm putting this is on you guys. You've told me that I can make money if I go and get some of the bits that we find in the barn and then we bring them back and we can just sell them. I don't know if we can do them up or what we can do with them. I absolutely don't know. Now, what have we got here? I tell you what, I have no idea what that car is, but it looks a lot better than the one that we bought last time. And, oh, that one looks even better. That one looks really cool. What is it? I have no idea what it is. Buy car, check car information and price. So what do we got? This is engine i6DOH6. A Sakura GT20. Does that mean anything to anybody? It doesn't mean anything to me. Carburetor 10%, rear shock absorber cap at 16%. Oh yeah, because we got a thing that sort of tells us some of the condition, and a lot of the bodywork in that. Oh no, it's windows. The windows seem alright, but then the bodywork doesn't seem too bad. Some of it. Right fenders. Yeah. I tell you what, this car does seem. How much is it? Engine value 30 grand. Don't think we're buying that one today. So what's this one here then? This one also looks equally cool. This is a, where is it? A Chieftain Bandit. Is this like Smokey and the Bandit? Is that like the car that he uses? I love that film, Smokey and the Bandit. Anybody who's seen it, let me know in the comments section. Have you ever seen Smokey and the Bandit? Because that film is just awesome. Is this his car? Is this the car that Smokey and the Bandit used? Because if it is, that is really, really cool. I mean, it probably isn't. It's probably nothing to do with it. But Chieftain Bandit, it does that. I like the look of this car. 24 grand. Yeah, again, see, it's a tad pricey. It's a little bit out of our price range. And then we got here, this is a Chieftain TBX. These are some top-notch cars. These are some absolutely awesome-looking cars. We got loads of junk and we got stuff like that kicking around here. Ooh, we can look outside. We can actually see outside. There's trees outside all the way around, and I can hear what definitely sounds like industrial sounds. I'm not quite sure how that works, but anyway, what we were going to do. Oh, hold to search. Right. Now, I've been told that we could make some money out of some of these items. So, a Panther front left door at 65%. So if I take that one and the trunk, and yeah, let's go with that one. Yeah. If we got any more, I'm only going to do like one more, I think, because we haven't got a lot of money, and I don't want to try. So it's a Smith 1500 hood. I don't know if that's any good or not. A front shock absorber cap. We probably want to use that anyway. We could probably keep that one to use. Front exhaust section, a Royal Crown. We'll take the bumper as well. Right, so we're going to try and take these lot, and we're going to try and go somewhere with those. Right, return to garage. So these here, $130 for that top one, and $23. Oh, no, that's the shock absorber. The Mayan M8 trunk, 12% is $17. So we got to pay $307 for that. Discount? How do you get discount? Don't know. Buy parts. So we're going to buy these, and now we're going to see if there's any way that we can make cash out of them. Is it profitable to actually do that? I mean, we spent $100 to just go and take a look at the barn. So chances are this time we're not going to make anything at all. But we may be able to make something next time. Okay, we've loaded in at last. And so, well, first of all, actually, we can go like that. We go to inventory, and then we can go down through here. So the Panther door, that was the one. $130. No. Right, so $49. Did we pay $49 for it? I genuinely can't remember. And 17. Okay, so they're actually, if we just sell them like that, then we haven't made any profit from them. We wouldn't make any profit from them. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go like that. I want to use the toolbox. Now, someone said to me, there, successful repair chance raised to 85%. There's some way that you could like actually gain the ability to repair. Oh, it's the hammer, is it? Is it the hammer? Recycling. Successful repair chance. Unlocks tire tread tester. 10% faster walking. Okay, so that increases our repair chance. So let's see if we can repair anything on the bench. There are no items to work with. So how do you actually get it so that you can repair? I mean, what is it that you're repairing? That's kind of, I guess that's kind of the first thing that we should be asking. What are we repairing? That's the tire tread thing. But what items? I don't know what items we can actually do to... Oh, we have an upgrade. We have an available skill point. Successful repair chance raised to 50%. That's recycling. Level 1. So maybe we need to go for that first. I mean, this one here adds a repair table, but so far we haven't seen anything that we can actually repair on a table. So if we unlock that one and just see what that one does, maybe now we can actually use it. Repair bench. We can! And apparently it's only this front drive shaft that we can use. So repair cost is $20. So let's just come out of here. And we'll go like that. And we'll go to inventory and we'll go to that front drive shaft there. We can sell that one for $31. So if we go to here... Now we can repair this one. So we've got a 55% chance and it's going to cost us $20. Whether this is actually something... There are no items to work with. Right, did that mean that... Does that mean that it repaired? Drive shaft. 1% condition. 0 to... Okay, so we didn't repair it. We completely destroyed it. And now there are no items to work with. So all we've done is cost ourselves money. Yeah. I'm not really sure what I would want to do with that. I think I'm doing something wrong. First of all, though, if we go to our inventory, we've got, like, this one. We can sell that at cost price, and I don't know if there's any way that we can... Ooh, I'll tell you what. Let's just go quickly here to the tools. What do we get if we do this? Adds another lifter, warehouse, another parking slot to garage. No, we don't want those. What do we got further over? Like that one there, you can repair body parts. Successful repair chance raised to 95%. Right, so you've got to get all the way up to here before you can actually do that. That's level 35. And then you can repair the body parts for the cars. So that's something that we want to do much later on. It's not something that we want to do now. Okay, we can work with that. Here, that will raise the chance to 65% and then 75%. And then 85. So we kind of want to get those as a priority, I think, before we start using that table too much, because otherwise it's just going to cost us a fortune. At the moment in our inventory, we will sell a load of this. Anything that's low condition we'll sell. Like these springs, we'll keep these for now. So I'll get rid of all of the stuff that we don't need, and then we'll get the new order in. The new order that we're going to be getting in is this one here, and for those of you who haven't seen it, I bought this machine for a friend who needed money quickly. He assured me that the car is working, but something strangely pulls it to the right, and this strange smell like mushrooms. From what I remember, he worked behind a desk, not in sales. Anyway, check what's wrong and make it usable. So, that is our next story order. The mushroom smell, I've really no idea how we're going to get round that one, and what we're going to do about it, but... For the other stuff, I think maybe we want to take it to the track. I mean, we can interior disassemble mode, and then you've got assemble, move car, overview. Do we go to the track, or do we just go to our test road? I think we're actually I think we're gonna need to go to the track, to be honest. So let's leave that there, and then we go over to the main gate, and we use, and it's not the racetrack, it's actually the test track. We need to go there. We'll take that one, and we're going to test this. This is the first thing that we want to do, is we want to test, and we want to sort of find out what's going on. Then we'll bring it back, and we'll put it on our own rolling road, because that does other tests. That tests other things that we don't find out in here. It's a little bit slow. Should be alright. And, yes, we will come back to trying to repair stuff in a garage, but I don't think that we're going to be able to, in the barn finds, but I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with that just at the moment. So what we're going to need to do is... Ooh, this car handles terribly. I know I'm using the keyboard to do this, but still, I've had better performers on this track. Yeah, we've got other things that we want to be able to do, such as find some decent cars. I'd like to be able to repair some of the bodywork. for different vehicles. That, I think, could make us a nice bit of money. At the moment, we're not going to be making money by getting things from the barn and bringing them back and selling them. It'd be really good if we could sort of find out what we can repair on the repair bench. A 55% chance of repairing is pretty poor, I'd say. There we go. Right, we've stopped. Yeah, 50. So we'll wait until we've upgraded that. I'd say probably we want to upgrade it another 2 points. We want to go to at least a 75% chance of repairing, because you've got to pay out to be able to repair, and then obviously if your part's no good, yeah, it's trouble all round. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we got the inner, outer, and inner tie rods times, well, inner tie rod times 2, outer tie rod. That's no good. Actually, 2 outer tie rods, 2 inners, solid rear drive axle. Both of those are in poor condition as well. So we got quite a few bits there that need to be done. Let's just go to this one and look at the car status. So we've got, we have got a fair pile of things that we've got to look at. Right, so next up, we're going to move this one to our own rolling road inside the garage, which is test path. We're going to take this one to the test path, and we're going to take a look on this one, see what else we can find. Open the door. I wish these doors wouldn't close every time. I'd just like to leave this open. It'd be a lot easier. So we've come over to here, and are you sure you wish to proceed with the test path? Yes. All you got to do is just... Okay, it really doesn't want to start, does it? It did this last time when it wasn't working properly. So we've got to press and hold the brake. And... there we go, yeah. There. Oh, press and hold the brake, yep. Right, that one's done. Press, you just keep going forward until you reach the next one. Those are in terrible condition. So we've got brakes that need to be done, so we've just got to wait while that one joggles us up and down. Wait, wait, right, there we go. And again with the suspension. Just wait, and then this will be done. And then we got to try and find out what the mushroom smell is, and I've no idea how we're going to find out what the mushroom smell. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, examined 41 parts. Close. And let's get out. Right, there's a lot of stuff wrong with this car. There's a lot of stuff wrong with this car. Car status. So that's most of it. We got a part there not discovered, and another part, and another. So it's like 3-4 parts not discovered now. Let's move this on to a lifter. Move car to lifter A. There we go. And I've got that huge long list of parts that I'm going to need to buy. Now, it said something about a strange smell of mushrooms, and I've no idea what a strange smell of mushrooms could be doing. How do I open it? Click to use. Oh, we can't use it here. So what I need to do is I need to actually move this back to the garage entrance so that then I can open the doors. So if we open... there we go. Right. Now, if I go like that, interior disassemble mode. So this is interior mode. I've not actually done this before. So we've got the back bench, and then we got front left and front right seat. Can we inspect these? Interior, assemble, normal, inventory. Right, so we can't actually inspect them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove the seats just to see if they like give us a percentage or something like that, because there's not a lot that you can do to disassemble the vehicle. So now if I go like that and I go to interior assemble mode, we do that. That one's at 40%. So the steering wheel itself may have something to do with it. And the front seat is at 40%. The other one at 40%. So what's the percentage that we need to replace everything at? Let's go to normal mode. Oops. Close the door and check the notes. Right. Repair with minimal parts condition 100%. Right. Well, I'm looking down through and it's not saying that it's the seats. It's nothing to do with the seats or the steering wheel either. But minimal parts condition 100%. That's gonna be pricey. Right. Let's move it over to car lift A, and we want to go over to this one. So we want to quickly access the workshop computer. I am now going to take the time out to buy everything on this list so that we can start stripping and replacing. Right, I haven't actually bought everything. I've bought a few bits. I'm thinking that we'll just get it up onto the lifter, because a few people have given me a couple of very handy tips, I thought, and they said that what you can do is you can actually change the way that you do things a little bit. You just press T, basically, and it brings the tablet up wherever you are, and then it goes straight back to the mode that you're in. And that, to me, is an absolutely priceless, useful piece of information. It's a wonderful piece of information. If I go like that, and I go to the car status, we can see that we do actually need brake pads everywhere, brake calipers, rubber bushings, brake disc ventilated ×2, more brake pads, brake calipers. I don't think I actually replaced brake calipers. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off the brake calipers on this side. I will go and do the other side as well, but we want those brake pads off, and we want the brake disc ventilated to come off. And then we need to get the lower suspension arm. That's got to be from underneath. We want front suspension crossman. Is that one that's got to be done? I'm not actually sure. If we go to examine, accessible from engine mail, we've got to lift it up to be able to look at that. And that sway bar there, the sway bar is fine. Anything that's in red is stuff that we've got to take off. So let's just go back to part unmount mode. So we want to do the tie rod, which is that one there. And then the inner tie rod. And that steering rack is from there. So if we go over to this side and we take the wheel off, we've got more brakes to do. We'll have more brakes to do on the back as well. And I think most of the brake pads came up with the investigation that we had. Brake caliper. Actually, these brakes look all right. I'm reaching round at the moment. There we go. And take that one off. Those are on 10%. That one's at 80%, so that one's in good nick. We don't need to worry about that one. And then we got that one down there that's got to come off, but we want to take off the tie rods, I think. Don't we? I think it's this one that we got to remove. We can remove that rubber bushing. That's got to come out. And then what else did we have to remove? We've got to take that one out there. This one. That rubber bushing there. Take that out, because I need to like take out this whole piece underneath. That one's got to come off. That rubber bushing there. Take him out. Now, what have we got? That's more rubber bushings. That can come out. That one there. And that one there. That one can all drop off. I thought that was only accessible from underneath. Apparently not. So we can take that rubber bushing there away. Now, there are rubber bushings everywhere that we've got to remove. So to take that one off, we've got to go to the inner tie rod. To take that one, we've got to take off this outer tie rod. Undo there. Then take off that one. And now we've got that one. That one can only come off from underneath. These can only... Actually, no, we want rubber bushing there. If I take off those rubber bushings, it will actually allow us to remove all of that. And there. That one will drop off. Now, I want to take those off. I would say we're doing pretty well so far. I've sort of stripped a huge amount of stuff. I think that we've also got issues to do at the back. So let's just move in here. Remove these back wheels as well. We can put these back on afterwards. Take that out. See, like that there, the brake disc, it doesn't look to be in great condition. So if I remove those two for brake calipers and those brake pads, they're in poor condition. That was in 55%. It did say replace with sort of new, but at the same time, if it's saying replace with new, that's at 55. See, they're all okay. Some of these haven't sort of been tested, but a lot of them have. If I go here and go to car status, we've got rubber bushings, pads, brake pads, solid rear drive axle. Solid rear drive axle, that's got to be done. Coil spring rear drive axle. So where's the solid rear drive axle? I don't understand. Solid axle control arm. Drive shaft. Okay, now I'm just generally confused because that looks to be something different than what we actually need to take off. Coil spring rear drive axle. And then if you go to the car status there, solid rear drive axle. What's the difference? Well, I'll tell you what, let's just go and take a look in here. Now, it's not under brakes, it should be in suspension, I think. Rear drive axle is the one that we want. So we've got rear suspension cross member, rear suspension, rear shocks, rear drive axle B, rear... It doesn't actually have the bit that I want here, does it? Well, I don't think it does. Maybe it's not in here. Maybe it's a body shop, interior. I wouldn't have thought that it would be a body shop, would it? Maybe it is. Maybe this is how much I know about cars. I know diddly squat about cars. I don't know anything about. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any kind of rear drive axle in there. Maybe there is. Maybe if we scroll down like that. Is there anything? What's that? That's a front bumper. Okay, it's definitely not in there. It's definitely not in that bit at all. So we've got tyres, rims, interiors, license. So it's got to be in this one. Exhaust brakes, suspension. Now, people did say that I should be using the search feature. So let's go drive axle like that and then see what we come up with. Ooh, a solid rear drive axle. Right, so there's that bit there, and then the coil has the coil spring. So it's not that one, it's that one there, and I don't know what that one is. So let's just go back onto here. It would be drive shaft, rear muffler. There's got to be something here. What's that? Drive shaft. Oh! Ah, right, it's a solid, it's inside it. Right, I'm with you. I understand. Frithgar understands at last. Okay, let's go over to this and take this tyre off. It looks like we are going to be having our work cut out to do this. So let's take this one off here. And we'll strip off these brakes. We're not going to want those. Take that one out and that one. Oops. Brake pads. And brake disc. Right. Oh, solid rear drive axle. So we want to take that one and there. That one's at 18%. So what about on the other side? Because it's pulling, isn't it? That was like the big issue. It was pulling funnily to the side. That one's at 12%, so we've got to replace that one as well. It's a good job we didn't spend very much money because these parts are going to be a fortune, aren't they? They are going to cost us a lot of money. What else have we got? That's... Well, we don't actually know what that one is. So we've still got bits that are undiscovered. Ooh, maybe it's the bit at the front. Now, how we find out about a mushroom smell? Oh! Ah, mushroom smell. Maybe that's just the air filter needs doing. You never know. Right, so we want a rear solid drive axle. We're going to need 2 of these. So let's just buy 2 of those a minute. And we come out of there. And we'll put those back in. While we're here, examine part mount. And a solid rear drive axle. That one can go back in. Look at that. Look at that. We're cooking on gas now, ladies and gentlemen. We are cooking on gas. Let's, hang on. I want to come around over here. I want to take all the way over to that side like that. Put that one in. Oops. Nope. There. That's it. And then we do up these nuts on the back like that. Right. So, who knew? A drive axle is made up of more than one component. No, I didn't see that coming. Didn't see that coming. Right, 55%. I would say that 55 is actually acceptable. Brake pads, however, those I need new. And then brake caliper, 55. Anything that's 55, I'm going to say is acceptable. And anything that's less than 55 is stuff that we got to replace. I'm sort of assuming that's how it is. It did say that replace new minimum 100%. But, I mean, those... They're all in good nick. So we can put those back on. Well, I'm assuming that we can put that back on. I might not be able to do that yet because some of these might need replacing. Actually, I need to go to part unmount to see what their condition is. The condition of those all appears to be perfectly acceptable. Right. Let's go over to this side. And over a little bit further. Right, what's this here? Solid axle control arm. Spring leaf plate. I don't know what that means. So, coil spring rear drive axle. I don't think that's anything to do with it. I don't think we need to worry about that. Rear axle knuckle housing. How do you take that off? I've put that new one in. I wonder if I can inspect. Examine mode. If I can examine some of these, that might sort of fill us in a little bit. Doesn't look like there's anything that we're going to need to worry about here. Like that, that one's got to be lifted up into the air. Let's just lift it up and see if that will help us. So we just want to click it once, and that will lift it up into the air, and then we can go underneath, and I can click on that one. Right. I need to now go to examine mode again, and coil spread. Right, that's in good condition there. Oh, what's this? Can be examined on a test path, but he's in red. So if he's in red, I'm assuming that means that that is one of the ones that we do actually need to replace. So let's take that one out, and then I'll go straight to part mount mode and rubber bushing. Right, I got two of them at 55%, but I've got some at 20%. So I'm gonna put a brand new one in there, like that, and right, I think the rest of it is okay. So let's go over this side, and that axle there. Now, can I do this through like that? I want to go to... I don't know if that is going to be one of the rubber bushing that needs doing. That shock absorber there. So we need to go to examine again. Right, that's on 7%. So we know that that one's no good. So we go part unmount. Take that one out. And then, who knew that being a mechanic was this difficult? I mean, who knew? Who would have guessed that it was actually difficult to figure out what's wrong with the car? Okay, yeah, I'm just joking. For those of you who think that I might be being serious, no, there's no way I'm being serious about that. It's insanely difficult, and there is no way that I would ever actually be able to do this job. It's just not going to happen. Right, front suspension cross member B. Is all this huge, great big piece underneath here. Oh no, I'm on unmount. So I want to examine. Let's examine this one. Is this in good nick? 15%. So that's one that we've got to take off and replace. So let's go to part unmount and whip that one off. Oh, that was easy enough. And the steering rack, I want to examine that one. I suspect that one might be another one that is in poor condition. Can be examined by taking off the car. Right, so let's do that. Nope, wrong one. Part unmount. Steering rack coming off the car. And I want to go to the inventory now, and I want to find our steering rack that we've just taken off. It's here somewhere. It must be. Steering rack, that's at 10%. So there's another one that we can replace. We've found most of them. We've got one item there. It's the bright light makes it really difficult. I've got part not discovered and part not discovered. So there's two parts left still to discover. And gearbox. Ooh. I'm hoping it's not the gearbox. Right, examine. Yeah, let's go back to examine mode, and can be can be examined by carrying out a test drive. We've done that. And we've done that. Right. Right, I don't want to take that one off. Front exhaust section. Nope, that's fine. Oh, hang on, no. We said, what was it? It was, I can't look up from underneath. I know what I need to do. I need to come out of here, and we need to lower the car back down. Because if it's a mushroom smell, there's a very good chance that a mushroom smell means that it's actually something to do with the air filter. So we want to go to air intake, and we want to take off the clip. There. Let's come back round to this side. That one, and that one. Right. Air filter. Now, is there any way to tell if the air filter is actually no good? Examine. Filter base is fine. Air filter itself is fine. Okay, so that wasn't it. So how do you figure this? How do you figure out? Is it a radiator can be examined by taking off the car? Examined by an electric meter. Okay, so it's not that. Part unmount. Let's whip the radiator off. You never know. It might be that. We've stumbled onto that one before. The radiator. Mushrooms. Where do we get mushrooms from? Right, we've got the ABS module, so let's try examining those two. can be examined by taking off the car, examined by an OBD. So we'll just take both of those off, and then they'll at least tell us the percentage on both of them. So let's whip those off. It's probably not these. I can't imagine that that is anything to do with the mushroom smell. Although I'm thinking that maybe the mushroom smell might be kind of a... oops, I didn't want to do any of that. Brake pump? No, surely not. It might just be that it's like a red herring. We go to part mount, and that one's at 55%, so we'll put that one back on there. And the ABS module, that one's at 55% as well, so that one's fine. So it could just be like a red herring. It's there to like completely throw us off. I better put that back on a minute. There. Right, I want to go to part mount, and I want to put the filter cover back on. And then I want to put these 4 clips back on, so we know that it's not the clips. That one there. Come around to this side and do the same. And there, right. Is there supposed to be a hose coming out of there? Is that how it works? There's no hoses on it. Have I got that wrong? Is there supposed to be... I don't actually know. Is there supposed to be something like that? I genuinely have no idea. We haven't had anything about knocking noises or anything like that. It's all to do with the suspension and similar things. Brake disc ventilated. I don't really know what else to do. Right, let's go to part unmount and come down here. Right, so we've got wheel hubcap accessible on lifter. Examine. Let's try... Oh, that's accessible from engine bay. Right, okay, we come out of here. We want to lift them back up into the air so that we can access them from the engine bay. I suspect we're getting closer. There's only like a few bits that we've got left. I mean, I could put some of that back on, maybe. I mean, look at this. That's terrible. The bodywork on there is absolutely awful, but it's not something that I think that we need to be looking at. So I want to go onto there. That wheel hubcap, I want to go examine. And... Right, that one's red, so that might be one of them. That one's red. That wheel hubcap there is at 13%, so if I go to car status, I've got one part not discovered. There's just one part left. Let's whip over to the other side and see. Yes, there's one there. Click on it. Wheel hubcap. Examine mode. Go on, please, be that one. Yes! Ha ha ha! We have got every single one. Right. We want to go to part unmount, and how do I get that one? Part unmount, not part mount. Right, take off that one there, and then come over to wheel hubcap there. The wheel bearing, that one's fine. That front end link, that's fine as well. Everything else seems to be in good condition over this side. Everything now should be marked up that we need to do. So, wheel... What was it I just took off? I'm not even sure what it's called. I just took off. I'll tell you what. I need to go over to this side like that. And then spin round. And we go to the part mount mode like that. Wheel hubcap. That's what I need. T. I should have just pressed T as I was. So let's just clear that. Search again. And it's in suspension that we're going to want this. So we want to scroll down through to wheel hubcap. We want 2 of these. 1 and 2. Okay, we can go back into here, and then we go to... Oop, nope. I just go like that, and I go to part mount. Wheel hub. There. Right, so there's one of them. That one can go on. And then we want brake disc ventilated. We've got 8. We've got 1 of those needs replacing. Only 1, though. So... we can put that one back on, and then we want brake pads, and those have got to be new ones, so we put those on, and then the brake caliper. We got 1 at 55%, which we'll put back on here. Yes, that's fine. Yep. Okay. Reaching around the back, put those on. Right, that's that bit done. And if I zoom out, right, we want this front suspension cross member B. Is the next thing, and did we get the steering rack? I think we bought the steering rack. Front suspension cross member B. Where is that? It would be under front. front suspension cross member B. That is my timer to say that I've run out of time. This job is taking us a while. That's $480 to buy that one. So let's put that one in place. There we go. Right, that one's in. And now we want lower suspension arm. Let's put that one on. I got that one there. I got a good rubber bushing. I got a 55% rubber bushing. That's fine. That can go in. Put those on and put that one on there. So now steering rack. Do I have a new steering rack or do I need to buy one? I don't have one, so I've got to buy one of those. So we go quickly into here and we go to steering rack, which is there. $800 to buy that. We're running out of money. We got $1,000 left to buy all the rest of the bits that we need to put on this thing. This is we could run out of money before we finish this job. Right, we got that one there is fine. That one's fine, but we need some more rubber bushing. So I'm gonna get how many more do I want? I should have stayed where I was. I was busy working there. I could have stayed over there and I'd have been fine. Let's go over to this side. That's where we want to be. I need rubber bushings to go in all of those as well. Stop pressing escape. I keep pressing the wrong button. Let's go back to suspension like that. Now, press T. That's the one that I want. I want rubber bushings, and I want 5 of these. So, there we go. That's 5 of those. And then... no, that's all I want at the moment. 5 rubber bushings. So let's go on to those and we'll go to the part mount mode and climb up. I think I'm going to have to leave the rest of this until next time, unfortunately. I really wanted to get this job finished today. I was so keen on getting this one done. We did spend a bit of time doing the track and then we went and looked at the barn, which kind of slowed us down a bit, admittedly. Right, I've already put those bushings in there. We've got the inner tie rod. I think I got a new one of those, yes. There was some rubber bushing there. That one's got to go in. Put that one back in. And then I've got an outer tie rod over there. That one's got to go on. There, I've got a new one of those. Already bought one of those. And let's move. Oop. Yeah, I'm trying to move over this way a little bit so that I can get to that one there. The rubber bushing. We're going to put that one in. There. Put that one on, and then I got the lower suspension arm, that one, and we'll put a 55%er in that one there. Do those up. Yep, and that one, and then we want a inner tie rod, that one on there, and then an outer tie rod on there. That one can go on. That's another new one. There, right. We're doing well. We've got a lot of bits replaced now. If I put the brake disc ventilated on, that's another new one there. And then I put the brake pads. I don't have brake pads, so I can buy some brake pads. And we go from here, we go straight into brakes, and we go to brake pads. I think I actually need one more set of those as well. It's never going to hurt us to have extra brake pads. That's one thing that we are going to use a lot of. So we'll use up a set of brake pads on there, and then we want the brake caliper. Now this is another one that we want. We need a new brake caliper, and I think we also... oh, pressed the wrong button again, didn't I? I want the brake caliper and the brake cylinder. So we want that one there. Yes. And then we want that one there. Yes. I may have actually already got the brake caliper cylinder previously. Oop, there we go. Right, let's go back onto there. Part mount mode. There. So we want to go brake caliper. That's the next bit. So we want that one. Yeah. No, I haven't actually bought extras. Put that on. So that one can go on. And that's done. Right. That's those bits done there. We've got this one back here. We can put that wheel back on. Part mount mode. We want the brake disc. That's at 50%. That's fine. And then the brake pads, we need new brake pads on there. And then the brake caliper up here. That one, oh, we need another brake caliper. So let's press T and get another such a lot. We want that one. I think actually we got a caliper cylinder already, don't we? So if we put that one in, we've got that one there and a 55. Yes, that's fine. Put those in like that. We won't put the wheel on yet. And then we come over to this side. That side is already done. This side up the front, That's done as well. So let's just quickly take a look at the car status. What do we got? We got a brake caliper that needs doing, and we got a rubber bushing that needs doing. So let's just highlight that one and that one. And we've got another rubber bushing there. And we've got a wheel hubcap there. That's all we've got left. Right, where are these rogue parts that we've still yet to do? There's one on there, isn't there? I just haven't put it back, that's all. So we go like that. And I go part mount. There. There we go. Let's do that. It's 100%. Okay, that's fine. And right, it looks like the ones in blue. Yes, it's because I put rubber bushing in. I put the wrong ones, didn't I? Right, so let me go to part unmount again, and I'll do the lower suspension arm. Because it said replaced with 100%, and I put 55% on there, and those ones are being replaced. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to buy some more rubber bushing. So I need to buy another, let's buy 3 of them. And we want to go to, it's in suspension, and I just want to go rubber bushing like that. Search. There we go. Right, I'll get another 4 of those. Actually, let's get 5. We can afford to have a few extra rubber bushings lying around. So now we can go to actually part mount, and we'll put that one back on. So we want that one and that one and that one. Yes. And then we can put that back on. How long? I'm way over time. I am way over time. I am so sorry. Well, hashtag sorry not sorry. It's kind of a situation that we're in at the moment, because I really want to finish this. I really want to get this done. I'm so like I'm quite excited about this now. Actually, I'm doing well. We're actually like making progress. We're making serious progress. We've identified all these bits, and we're doing well with this. So let's put that one back in there. Like that, and you on there. Right, that's that bit done. I can come out of there. So what did I have left? I had like a brake caliper I think I needed to do. Was there one? Is it this one under here? It's bound to be, isn't it? Right, let's just quickly go to car status. That's done. That one can come off. That's done, and that's done. We've got literally 1 brake caliper left to do. If we can do 1 brake caliper that is left. Is it that one? Right, you got to be... Oh, it's that one at the back. Of course it is. It's the one that's up in the air. Right. We come out of here, and I've put everything else back on the car. So if I just click that one and lower it back down, we can already start putting these wheels on. That one can close down. And we can go straight onto here and go to part mount, and I can put the wheels back on. Like that. Yep, you're fine because we're not replacing you. The brake caliper, we've got to take the wheel off on the back and replace that one, and then that's done. So we come over to here and we put this one on like that, and part mount, put the wheel there. I know I'm doing it round in a circle, but we've run out of time. We really have run out of time. No idea what I'm going to do next week. We should make a bit of money out of this one. I'm really hoping that we do make some money out of this job, because quite frankly, we ought to. We've put enough time into this one. So we might be able to put a few bits of things into our new job. That's kind of what I'd like to do. So let's just take that one off, and then I need to press T, and I want to buy a new brake caliper. So let's go here. Oops. There. Right. Brakes. I want to go brake caliper, and I got the cylinder there. I got a caliper right there. So let's get that one, and I'll get a new cylinder just in case. You never know, because it did say it had some ideas there, didn't it? So no, I don't want to do that. I want to go part mount, don't I? Let's put that one back on. There we go. Brake caliper. New brake caliper. Yes. And that one new as well. Yes. Right. Install. Put that on. There we go. And then put the wheel on. There we go. It's going to work. It's actually going to work. Right, so yeah, like I said, I don't really know. We may just do another story mode job, because these story mode jobs are quite interesting. It's difficult. It's definitely not easy to be able to do it, which is it's part of the challenge. It's can I fully identify and all the parts that need doing, and then strip the car and replace the parts in the time that we have in the episode. I think today we can safely say that I failed, because I've gone so far over time, it's kind of ridiculous. But it is now done, I think. Let's just take a look, take a look, take a look, take a look, take a look. It's done, it's done, it's done. 5,000 $5,000 are coming in. 5,000. I mean, we spent $2,500 on this, but we got 5,000 smackaroos. How beautiful is this? Finish order. No! Oh! Let's try putting the radiator back on, shall we? Just move in here, and we go to part mount. I can't believe I took the radiator off and forgot to put the other one back on. Right, let's do that. People are probably going to get upset if you strip the radiator out of the car while you... I can't believe I did that. Okay, so we're going to put today down as a failure because I did not do it in the allotted time. I ran overtime in order to complete it, and that's kind of cheating. Right, we have now completed everything. Finish order. Yes! $5,000. Thank you very much. We are done. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give me a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And this is the next one. My car doesn't start, and even when it was working, it sounds very strange. Every morning I woke up the entire neighborhood. Please do something so it work and not make such noise. We're going to do that next time. That is the one we're going to go for. I think that could be entertaining. It could be fun. 327,000 kilometers on the clock. That's a fair bit. That is a fair bit. Oh, and there was a job there with... Oh, it's gone. Oh, the exhaust. There, but that's probably going to be gone by the time we get back. But anyway, so yes, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.